Hi everybody, I'm Amber, the Youth Development Coordinator at the YMCA, and today for our Youth Development Time, we are at a different location. If you can't tell from where I'm standing, we are at the Lexington Volunteer Fire Department. I've got Sparky here with me, the fire dog, and today we are going to visit with firefighter Rex Adams, and he's going to read you a story and walk you around the fire hall and show you some really awesome stuff, so I hope you enjoy it.
Well, good morning, guys. My name is Pastor Rex. I'm also one of 40 firefighters here at the Lexington Volunteer Fire Department. We're going to give you a tour of the fire hall today, and I'm going to read you a firefighter book, which is one of my favorite kind of books, and it's called Going to the Firehouse by M. Meyer. So we're going to read this together.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Today, my class is going to the firehouse. I dress like a fireman. Time to fight a fire. This is Fireman Joe, and this is his dog Sparky. That's our dog's name. Sparky is a fire dog. Fireman Joe has boots. He has a jacket. He has a helmet. I have boots. I have a jacket, but I don't have a helmet. Joe slides down the pole. Sparky howls. That's what he does when there's a fire. We see a fire truck. It's big, it's red. It has hoses and a ladder. Joe checks the hoses. He lets me help. Whoosh goes the water. This hose is working fine. Joe checks the ladder. He goes up and up. He is in the sky. Hello, Fireman Joe. Joe checks the siren. It goes ooh-wee ooh. The siren is very loud. I cover my ears. See the dog howling? That's what my dog does when the sirens go off. Joe tells us about fires. He tells us smoke goes up. When smoke goes up, we must go down to the floor. I get on the floor. Joe tells us what to do if we are on fire. Stop, drop, and roll. I stop, drop, and roll. Fireman Joe smiles. He has a surprise. He reaches into his truck. Helmets for everyone. I put on my helmet. Joe tells me I will be a good fireman one day. Ding, ding goes the fire alarm. I wave goodbye to Fireman Joe. I wave goodbye to Sparky. Time to fight a fire. Fireman Joe is ready to go. Sparky is too. The end. All right, guys, well now after we've done this story, we're going to show you some of the gear that we use to go into fires. Now, if your house is ever on fire, you need to get out and stay out, okay? Firefighters can go into fires because we have special gear that protects us. So we're going to dress Miss Amber up in some of this fire gear here to show you what it looks like and what we do with our gear. So to start, Amber's going to put on our boots. These are really heavy, really thick boots that have metal in them so that it protects our feet against heat and chemicals and against getting cut and having stuff fall on us. So you can see Amber is going to pull the gear up here. And we have suspenders that hold our pants up so they don't fall down when we go into a fire. And you notice down here we have really thick pads on our knees because, like the story said, when smoke is high, we have to get down low and crawl, just like you guys do. So we have thick pads on the knees, and the outside of these pants are really thick. They're made of cut-proof material, and then inside you can see we have a liner that protects us against the heat. So now Amber is going to put on this jacket that's going to protect her upper body here. As you can tell, it's kind of heavy. You get a lot of gear there, and you see we have gloves over here that we can put on to protect our hands, and we have a flashlight that we can turn on so we can see in the dark. And you see it covers her arms and her chest and her back. And if Amber turns around here, you can see that we have numbers that tell who we are, so all the other firefighters know who we are. And here we have a strap. In case we fall down and get hurt, the other firefighters can pull that strap and take us out of the fire. So when Amber turns around, what else do we need to cover? Right, we need something on her head, right? So Amber is going to put on a helmet here. This is going to protect her head in case anything falls on her. And then she's got a visor that will protect her eyes. And if you notice, the back kind of looks like a duck, so all the water runs off the back and down. Now, so Amber is protected now. She could go really close to a fire, but one thing she couldn't do is breathe inside because there's a lot of smoke in fires, and that's what's really dangerous. So to help us do that, I'll show you a mask. This is what we wear to protect our faces when we go into a fire. And there's a hose on here that connects to this to help us breathe clean air. Now, we're gonna have Miss Amber put this mask up against her. We won't make her put it on because it kind of smells funny. But you notice, she looks a little scary, right? But this is still Miss Amber. She's the same nice person she was before. She just looks and sounds a little bit different. So when we come into a fire, if you're stuck inside, don't hide from firefighters because we're there to try to help you. We're gonna look a little different and we're gonna sound a little different, but we're gonna be there to help you. So this is the stuff we wear to go inside a fire to help protect us. You notice it's a little dirty and it's a little brown because of all the smoke and the soot, but we are there to help you out. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna show you our newest fire truck. This is probably the one we're the most excited about. This is our pumper truck. Now, all these trucks that you see in this hall have a different purpose. This truck's job is to put water onto a fire. So if there's a house on fire or a barn or a car, we're gonna take this truck and we can fit 6 firefighters in here. We put 4 here in the back and we have a driver and an officer in the front. And so we can take 6 firefighters to the fire in this truck. Now you notice in the seats here, our air packs are built into the seats. These are the things that Amber was showing you that we can use. So on our way to the fire, we can put on our air packs. You notice there's a radio there for every firefighter so we can talk to each other. And there's big flashlights there. And there's also some different tools that we carry in here. But this is a really nice truck because we can fit 6 guys in here and we can get there really fast. You notice here on the side, we have fire hoses that are pre-connected to the truck. So when we get there, all we have to do is pull off a hose and we're ready to go. And this truck is really cool because it has lights everywhere. Now I'm gonna turn on the light so you can see what it kind of looks like when we go to a fire. And these lights let people know that we're coming so they know to move out of the way so we can get there. So you notice it really lights up a lot. So people can see us coming, they can hear us. It's got 2 really loud horns on it that let people know that we're gonna be here. It almost sounds like a train. And then up here on the top, we have lights that we can turn on when we get to the scene so we can see what we're doing. And so we've got that. We've got all kinds of tools here. I'm gonna turn those off so it doesn't give anybody a seizure. So the great thing about this truck is we can carry all kinds of tools with us to do the job at the fire scene. You see here we have all kinds of cutters that we can use if we need to cut boards at a house. We have a shovel, we have axes. You know, you always see firefighters with axes. We have Halligan tools, which is one that we use to do a lot of different things. And then we'll come around to the other side. You see in the back we have lots of hoses back here, but up on the very top of the truck we have our ladders. And these are what we use if we need to get into a high window at a fire or if we need to get on the roof. And we can lower our ladders down to us. It takes a while. Almost there. So this is something they built on this truck just for us so that we could be safe. We can get our ladders off down here at the bottom so we don't have to climb on top of the truck to get them. And we have this big, it's kind of like a big straw that we can use to bring water out of a tank to put into the truck. So that is our newest pumper truck. And we thank you guys for being here on the tour with us today.